Hornets were victorious against the Rutland High Red Raiders in that first game, and this will be varsity action. This is the opening season game here between the Raiders and the Hornets. Last year, the Raiders and the Hornets split at Essex. The Raiders winning 62-58. And at Rutland, Essex victorious 72-60 last year. Both teams expected to do well in their respective conferences this year. The Raiders, of course, in the Marble Valley League down south, and of course the Essex Hornets in the Metro Conference here in the Northern League. The Raiders coached by Sid Thompson, and the Hornets coached by Rob Reardon, former MSJ alumni. Just about ready to go here. Hornets off to our right here. The Raiders finishing at 16-5 on the regular season last year, and of course going on to tangle with the Colonels in the state championship game last year in Division I. Going to have the opening introductions here. The Raiders and the Hornets opening the 93-94 campaign here. Raiders will have John Barker, Nathan Trainer, Mike Severston, Kyle Berquist, Luke Barron, Stuart St. Peter, Ben Anderson, Brent Bliss, Brian Penny, Jim Anagnos, Mark Barassa, and Jeff Sin on this year's varsity squad. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to Essex Junction Union High School here. We've got varsity basketball action tonight. The Rutland High Red Raiders visiting the Essex Hornets. Starting lineup for the Raiders, that's Luke Barron, Jeff Sin, Kyle Berquist, Luke Barron, Jeff Sin, Mike Severson, Stuart St. Peter jumping center. Okay, we're ready to go.
Use this key.
Driver. Okay, pass is taken by inbounds. Oh, rebound is taken by Essex. Number 33, that's Stratford. Stolen away. There's Luke Barron with a shot. Blocked. Barron gets the ball back. Severson now trying to go inside there. Anagnos. Severson from outside. Bang! Raiders on the board here with a three-pointer by Severson. And the Hornets now. Number 20, that's Seth Markle brings it up. McAuliffe. Back to Stratford. Stratford now outside. Top of the key. Court Rayer. It's Matt Brousseau on the shot. Basket was no good. He was fouled on the play. So Brousseau going to the line here for the Hornets. He'll get 2 shots. Raiders lead 3-zip, 6:54 left in the first quarter. And the first one's up and good. Matt Brousseau, 6'6", 182, and he's the senior for the Essex Hornets. Second one up, and it's good. 3-2, the Raiders lead. Barron now with the ball, bringing it up over the timeline. Into the forecourt, down the lane, dishes it into St. Peter, and over to Anagnos now. Jimmy Anagnos. And trying to go inside to Sen. We've got a fall here. Fall underneath, and the ball goes back to the Hornets. Okay, Ben Anderson in for St. Peter now for the Raiders. The Essex with the ball now. This is Seth Markle. He's got Barron on him. There's a pretty play. Shot there by Troy Courtrayer, and the basket's good. 4-3, Hornets up. 6:19 left in the first quarter of play here. Mike Severson brings it up for the Raiders. Wants to look inside here. He's got Barron, and Luke's going to be fouled. Foul is on number 40. That's Ryan McAuliffe for the Hornets. Okay, Severson throws it into Anagnos, back to Barron. Barron over to Sen. Jeff with a three-pointer, and it's good. With 2 3-pointers to open up the game for the Raiders, and the Raiders are on top 6-4. This is Markle now out top of the key. And to Matt Brousseau. Down to McAuliffe. McAuliffe back to Courtrayer. Courtrayer top of the key. It's a pressure there from Severson. And Courtrayer with the shot for the Hornets. 6-6, Raiders and the Hornets here. 5:11 left in the first quarter of action. Severson now into Anderson. Anderson goes to Sin. Sin dishes it back outside to Severson off the rim. This is Markle now bringing it up for Essex. Trying to go back on top of the key, stolen away there by Luke Barron. Good defense, drives the lane, lays it up and in, and he's fouled on the play. It's good defense there by Barron, and the Raiders go up 8-6, and that'll send Barron to the line. Coming in for the Hornets, that's number 15, Jamie McWilliam. Barron to the line. And the shot's up, no good off the rim. Taken down by Matt Brousseau. Stratford back out to McAuliffe. McAuliffe up, and it's going to be waved off. He's traveling before the shot. Raiders lead 8-6 here. 4:26 left, first quarter of play. Coming to you from the Essex Junction Union High School here. Season opener for the Raiders. This is Severson now, bringing up over the timeline into Anagnos. Anagnos over to Jeff Sen, stops and hits the 15-footer, good. Basket's good, and Jeff was fouled on the play. The Raiders go up 10-6. Okay, Sen inbounds it. Severson, and that's going to be backcourt. Severson trying to go to Barron. Barron having trouble with the handle, and it's going to be Essex ball now. It's Courtrayer, top of the key, and he takes a shot. It's up and it's good. 10-8. the Raiders over the Hornets, and ball knocked out of bounds. The Raiders will regain control here. It's Ben Anderson coming out for the Raiders, and into the game is Kyle Berquist, number 15 for the Raiders. 14 is Severson. Shot's no good. Rebound taken down by the Hornets. This is McWilliam with the ball at the top of the key into Wordleman. Wordleman, number 32. Got a foul against Jim Anagnos on the play. It's number 13 for the Raiders. It's Nate Traynor now into the ball game. The Raiders lead 10-8, 3:30 left, first quarter of play. Okay, McWilliams, and jumper there from the side was McAuliffe. The shot was no good. This is Traynor, brings it up over the half court. Gets it into Severson, into Jimmy Anagnos, up and in. 12-8, Raiders up. Hey, McAuliffe trying to clear him out here for Essex, and goes out, comes back in, puts it up underneath McAuliffe. 12-10, the Raiders lead. Severson brings it up here for the Raiders, up over the timeline. Into Berquist, Berquist into Traynor, Traynor looks back out top to Severson, Severson into Berquist, up into Sin, and basket's no good, fouled on the play. That'll send Jeff Sin to the line. 12-10, Raiders lead, 2:36 left in the first quarter of play. Shot is up and good by Jeff Sin. Second one up, and it's good. Raiders go up 14-10 here, first quarter, 2:33 left. This is McWilliam for the Hornets out at the top of the key there, being closely guarded by Nate Traynor, and they're going to get him on a fall here. The Hornets will take it out. This is McAuliffe. Gets it into Wardleman. And they got an offensive foul against the Hornets. Raiders will put it in play here. That's Severson and Traynor now in the backcourt for the Raiders. Sin, Anagnos, and Berquist. Berquist over to Traynor. Traynor, top of the key, dishes it to Anagnos. Severson up, and it's good. Raiders 16, the Hornets 10. 1:55 left, first quarter of play. This is McAuliffe for the Hornets. Long shot there by Courtrayer, no good. Gets the steal though away from Sin and puts it up and in. 16-12. Severson now up over the timeline. And he's being double teamed, and they're going to call a jump ball. Boy, he was manhandled on that one. He had two Hornets there all over him, and it'll be a Raider possession. Severson into Sin. Sin takes him inside, dishes it back. Tried to go for Severson underneath, but couldn't quite handle it, and the ball goes back to the Hornets. McWilliam now. Courtrayer shot, no good. McAuliffe, no good. Sin with the rebound. Jeffson trying to get the pass over the half court, and it's knocked away. Waterman brings it in for the Hornets. Raiders lead 16-12, 48 seconds left. We get a fall, no, traveling against the Hornets. Okay, back into the game, we've got Luke Barron and Severson now for the Raiders. Also, Nate Trainer, Kyle Berquist, and Jimmy Anagnos. Barron with the shot, no good. This is McWilliam, and Barron with the ball going out of bounds, tried to steal it. 16-12, Raiders lead, 29 seconds left now. First quarter of play, Essex and the Raiders. This is Wartleman. Into Court Rayer now. Back to Wartleman. Court Rayer looking for someone underneath there, couldn't get it. And it's going to be a Hornet ball. It'll stay right down at that end. Coming in for the Hornets, it's Stratford now. Court Rayer goes out. 16-12, Raiders on top. Long pass over to McAuliffe, and he hits it. It's the three at the buzzer at the end of one. It's the Raiders 16 and the Hornets 15. We'll be back. Okay, we're back at Essex here where the Raiders have a 16-15 lead here going into the second quarter. Okay, the Raiders will be inbounding. It's Mike Severson. We've got Nate Trainer and Barron, Berquist, and Anagnos in for the Raiders. Barron drives to the lane. Knocked away, picked up by Berquist. Back to Barron. Barron looking outside to Trainer. Trainer now into Severson. Severson with the ball outside. Into Jimmy Anagnos. Drives through the base and puts it up, no good. The Raiders will take the ball out right down at that end. Back into the game for the Raiders is Jeff Sin now, and Nate Trainer coming out. Severson gets it into Barron, back to Severson, drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound. And it's going to go off Severson, and the Hornets will take over. And the Hornets will inbound it now. This is Court Rayer, brings it up over the timeline for the Hornets. Court Rayer back into McWilliam. McWilliam going inside, and it's Matt Brousseau, no good with the shot. Rebound, and Sin brings him down. Into Anagnos, fires across the way over to Berquist, Kyle Berquist, off the glass, and it's 18-15 Raiders. This is Court Rayer with the ball for Essex. Into Brousseau. Brousseau. 33, that's Stratford with the shot, no good. Sin drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound. Going to be an Essex ball. Hornets will inbound. This is McWilliam. Brings the ball up, drives down the lane now. Top of the key, looks over, across the way, hits back over to Stratford. Stratford back to McWilliam. Stratford top of the key, looks inside to Brousseau. Brousseau up. Pretty play, one-hander up and in, 18-17. The Raiders with a 1-point lead, 6:14 left, second quarter. This is Berquist, back to Barron. Barron drives the lane, dishes it to, and Mike Severson's going to get called for the offensive charge there. Okay, Brian Penny coming into the game for the Raiders, and also Stuart St. Peter. This is McWilliam bringing the ball up over the timeline. Bounce pass. And we got traveling on the Hornets. Matt Stratford there called on the traveling. It's 18-17 Raiders. Here we've got Penny, and this is Barron driving the lane, lays it up, no good. McWilliam for Essex, bringing the ball down up over the timeline, guarded by Brian Penny. Top of the key, Courtrayer with the shot up and hits it. 19-18 Hornets. Hey, Penny with the ball, bringing it up behind the back. Nice move there by Penny. And he loses the handle, and we got a double dribble. Brian doing a nice job with the ball handling, and then unfortunately turned it over. 19-18, the Hornets lead, 5:22 left in the second quarter. This is McWilliam now with the ball for the Hornets, the top of the key. Over to McAuliffe, back to Sanacker. And he throws the ball away, and the Raiders will take over. We've got Barron bringing it up now for the Raiders. Knocked away, and it goes to Sin. Jeff Sin with the ball, drives the lane, lay a little 6 feet jump shot there, and he hits it. 20-19, the Raiders back on top. Courtrayer now for the Hornets. Over to Zanaker. And he brings the steps it back outside, brings it outside, now cuts in the lane. And that's McAuliffe going in for the shot. He's fouled on the play. Hornets will inbound it. .431 left, 20-19. The Raiders on top. Out to Zanaker here for Essex. And we've got a holding call. That'll send McAuliffe to the line for the Hornets. Back into the game for the Raiders is Jimmy Anagnos. Coming out is Stuart St. Peter. First one's up and good. 20-20 now, the Hornets and the Raiders. Second one's up, and it's good. 21-20, Essex on top. Got Berquist into Sin now. Sin over to Barron. Barron. And we've got a backcourt called against the Raiders. This is McWilliam, drives the top of the key over to Courtrayer. Courtrayer. And oh, he saved it. Into McWilliam. McWilliam into Mitch McClellan. Back to Zanaker. Zanaker. Dribbles to the top of the key and hits McWilliam. Hits the outside shot, and it's 23-20 now. The Hornets open up a 3-point lead over the Raiders. Anagnos now up over the timeline. Into Barron across the way and trying to go to Jeff Sin, and it's picked off by Courtreyer for the Hornets. Courtreyer back to McWilliam. Over to McAuliffe across the lane. McAuliffe drives, stops, hits Courtreyer. Courtreyer with a one-handed shot up and in. 25-20 now. Essex with a 5-point lead over the Raiders. This is Barron driving the lane and up off the board and hits it. 25-22. Hornets by 3. This is McWilliam now up over the timeline for the Hornets. The top of the key, stops, shoots, that's up and good. 27-22, the Hornets with a 5-point lead now. Sin into Barron, Barron up over the timeline into Anagnos. Anagnos back out to Barron, Barron to Anagnos across the way. Jeff Sin with a 3-pointer up off the rim, no good. And it's going to be a Raider ball. Okay, bring it in for the Hornets, Courtreyer. Into Wardeman. Wardeman drives. Lets it fly, no good. We got a fall underneath. And it's going to go against Severson for the Raiders. 27-22. Raiders down by 5. The Hornets lead in the contest. 2:24 left in the second quarter of play. This is Mitch McClellan for the Hornets going to the line. Shots up, no good. Courtreyer with the shot back up and in. 29-22. The Hornets with a 7-point lead now. This is Severson with the ball. Bring it into Anagnos. Jimmy dribbles it up over the timeline. Into Barron, and Luke's going to be fouled. And we're going to have a 1-and-1 here. That's going to send Luke Barron to the line for the Raiders. Well, I guess they're going to inbound it now instead of the foul shot. Ball goes inside to Anagnos. Basket's good, 29-24. The Hornets with a 5-point lead over the Raiders. 1:59 left in the second quarter. Matt Brousseau with the bucket for the Hornets. 31-24. Essex with the lead. Anagnos now dribbles into the forecourt. Looking for help. And Berquist is going to be fouled by Courtreyer. Okay, now we got a 1-on-1 here. That'll send Kyle Berquist to the line for the Raiders. The first shot here by Kyle Berquist is rims around and goes in. 31-25 Hornets. Second one is up and good by Berquist. 31-26. The Hornets with the lead. 1:36 left in the second quarter here. This is Wartleman into McWilliam. McWilliam back to Zaneker. Zaneker with the ball. Looks to go inside. Tried to get it inside there to Matt Brousseau. Went off his hands in the Raiders' control. This is Brian Penny. Drives the lane. Back over to Anagnos. Anagnos over to Penny. Penny back out to Barron. Barron over to Sin. Jeff back to Penny. Brian Penny with a shot. It's good. 31-29. 47 seconds left, second quarter. It's Brousseau. Brousseau back to Wartleman. Wartleman now. This is Zaneker. Back to Brousseau. Back to Wartleman now. Zaneker setting up here for the last shot. Starts to drive. Drives the lane underneath the basket and it's stolen away. Barron, 5 seconds left. Drives, pops, shoots in and out. That'll do it for the first half with the score at halftime. The Essex Junction Hornets 31. And okay, we're back here at Essex Junction Union High School at ready to start the second half of play. The Rutland High Red Raiders the Essex Hornets 31 and the Rutland High Red Raiders 29. Close contest. The Hornets did open up a 5-point lead at one point in the second quarter. The Raiders came back and they've cut it to 2 points here to start the second half. Raiders will open up with Jeff Sin, Luke Barron, Jimmy Anagnos, Mike Severson, and Stuart St. Peter in there for the Raiders. This is Court Rayer here with the ball for Essex. Open it up into McAuliffe. Back to there's a shot in the lane there by 33. That's Matt Stratford. Court Rayer now with the ball. To the top of the key. Over to Seth Markle. Markle into Stratford. Stratford. Matt Brousseau drives, pops, and no good. Rebound, Barron for the Raiders. Luke ahead to Stuart St. Peter. Drives and lays it up and in. And we've got a foul on the play. Basket counts. It's 31-31. And that's going to send Stuart St. Peter to the line for the Raiders. Foul was on Ryan McAuliffe for the Hornets. And the shot's up and no good by Stuart St. Peter. 31-31, 7:15 left in the third quarter of play here. Markle into Court Rayer. Court Rayer back to Markle. And this Matt Brousseau, and the basket's good, and he's fouled. Like Stuart St. Peter was called for the foul, and it's 33-31 Essex. Okay, Brousseau going to the line here. And the shot's no good. Taken down by Barron. Barron drives the length of the court and lays it up, and it's good. And he's fouled on the play. Discussion down there with the officials by Sid Thompson. Basket was good, and Barron's going to go on the line. Foul was on Markle from Essex. Barron's shot is up and good. It's 34-33, and the Raiders regain the lead. 6:53 left in the third quarter of play here from Essex Junction. Shot is up, and it's Matt Brousseau with the shot, and it's good. And he's fouled on the play. 36-34, the Hornets lead. Brousseau with the shots up and good. Okay, and Agnes Lindbound here for the Raiders. Into Penny, Penny into Barron. Barron will bring it up over half court, top of the key. Into Berquist. Berquist back to Jeff Sin from three-point land, no good. Berquist, and smart play, bounces it off McWilliam there for the Hornets, and the Raiders will regain control of the ball here. They trail 36-34 with 6:28 left in the third quarter. Penny into Barron. Barron into the middle there to Berquist. Fakes and back out to Brian Penny. No good. Rebound. Luke Barron tried to go underneath, and he stepped on the end line. Hornets will take over. This is Courtrayer into McWilliam. McWilliam brings it up over the timeline here. He's guarded by Brian Penny. Drives the lane. McWilliam dishes underneath. Brousseau misses the easy one. And Sen rebounds for the Raiders. Jeff Sen up over the timeline. Jeff drives, stops, back out to Penny. Penny chases it down, looks, and Brian Penny drives it in, and he's fouled on the play. The basket was no good. Penny will go to the line here for the Raiders. It's 36-34 with 5:50 left. Third quarter of play. The first shot by Brian's up and no good. He'll have another one coming. Second shot is up and in. 36-35 now. The Hornets out in front. McWilliam up over the timeline, drives the lane, stops and shoots. His basket's no good. Fall on the Raiders, and it's going to send McWilliam to the line here for Essex. Into the game comes Nate Trainer, and coming out is Brian Penny for the Raiders. McWilliam's shot is up, and it's good. He'll have another one coming. 37-35, Essex. Second one is up and no good. And the rebound is Matt Brousseau with the rebound, puts it in for the Hornets, and it's 39-35 now. This is Sin, drives up over the timeline. Barron. No good. Rebound, and we got a foul on the play. McWilliam on the foul for the Hornets. Ben Anderson in now for the Raiders coming into the game. Okay, Sennel inbounds for the Raiders. Gets it to Anagnos. Jimmy drives under the basket, lays it up and in. Nice play, Anagnos, 39-37. This is McWilliam here, or Offensive foul on McAuliffe. Ryan McAuliffe is called for the offensive foul, and the ball goes back over to the Raiders, 39-37. Mitch McClellan coming in, and McAuliffe's going to take a seat there for the Hornets. 39-37. Barron drives the top of the key, dishes it back up into Jeff Sin underneath, and he's fouled on the play. It's Lance Wartelman now coming in for the Hornets. Stratford's going to sit. Jeff Sin on the line for the Raiders. And first shot is up and no good. Second shot. And in and out. Jump ball, and it's going to be the Raiders' possession. Sin will inbound it. Anderson. No good. Rebound. And Agnes keeps it alive. Dishes it back out. Sin, three-point land. Good! 39 for the Hornets and 39 for the Raiders. This is Brousseau, and he gets it back to Wartelman. Wartelman shoots up and in. Hornets back out on top, 41-39. 4:25 left in the third quarter here from Essex. Barron drives the lane, and well, another turnover for the Raiders. Okay, this is McWilliam for the Hornets. Brings up over the timeline now. Drives, stops, shoots. No good. Rebound taken down by Ignagnus for the Raiders. Looks ahead to Sin. Sin drives base up. No good. Rolls off the rim. Taken down by the Hornets. Number 50, that's McClellan with the rebound. This is Wartelman from way outside. No good. Rebound is up and in by McClellan. Basket's good, and he's fouled. It's 43-39 with 3:52 left in the third quarter of play. So McClellan will go to the line here for complete the three-point play. Anderson comes out, and Berquist goes in for the Raiders. Okay, McClellan now on the line. Shot is up, and it's no good. It's off the rim. Barron runs it down. It's knocked out of his hands, and the Raiders will get it back. Okay, Sin will inbound it for the Raiders. We've got Ignagnus and Berquist, Luke Barron, Jeff Sin, and Nate Trainer into the game now for the Raiders. So Ignagnus underneath to Jeff Sin. Turnaround jumper is good. 43-41, 3:36 left in the third quarter. This is Wartelman for the Hornets, and this Matt Brousseau. Saniker now in the game. 15 is McWilliam. And a long one off the backboard. Ahead to Jimmy Ignagnus, lays it in. Pretty play. Barron to Ignagnus. 43-43, 3:06 left, third quarter, and Essex wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with the score 43-43. Essex and the Raiders, 3:04 left. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here at Essex where the score is tied at 43. The Essex Hornets and the Rutland High Red Raiders. 3:04 left, third quarter of action. Season opener for the Rutland High Red Raiders. Hornets will inbound it. This is Wardelman now with the ball. Guarded by Barron. Over to McWilliam. McWilliam over to the Stratford. Stratford going down underneath there to McClellan. McClellan drags his foot, and they're going to get him for traveling. Raiders with Berquist, Anagnos, Sin, Barron, and Nate Trainer. Okay, Barron brings it up over the timeline. Anagnos shoots, scores. 45-43. Raiders back on top. Got an official timeout. The Hornets will inbound it. 2:31 left, 45-43, the Raiders lead. This is Matt Brousseau for the Hornets. Into Warneman. Warneman looking for help. Basket's good. Matt Stratford for Essex, and it's 45-45. Jeff Sim with the ball. Loses it, gets it back over to Barron. Barron drives into the forecourt. Nate Trainer with a long one. No good, and Hornets bring it back up. Wardelman driving. Lays it up, no good. McClellan with the rebound, and he's fouled. (47-45) Essex. Okay, Trainer is out for the Raiders, and Severson is back in now for Rutland. McClellan will go to the line. And it's up and good. 48-45, the Hornets lead. The inbounds pass is stolen, and then he traveled. Brousseau traveled with it. .149 left, 48-45, Essex. Sin inbounds it, and it's knocked away. They're trying to get it into Severson. Knocked out of bounds, and the Raiders are going to take a timeout. We'll take a short break and be right back. Okay, we're back at Essex. It's 48-45. The Hornets with a 3-point lead with 1:42 left in the third quarter. This is Barron over to Sin, and the basket's no good. Or the shot's no good. He was fouled on the play. And it's going to be a 1-and-1. Allison Jeffson on the line. 48-45. The Hornets on top. Second one up, and it's good. 48-47. Essex on top. This is McWilliam bringing it up for Essex. Stolen away by Sin, and knocked it away. Essex will take it out of bounds. This is Stratford inbounding it for Essex. Stolen away. Severson drives the lane, lays it. Whoa! And that's an intentional foul there. Severson driving the lane, and he was hammered. 48-47, the Hornets lead. But Mike Severson will be going to the lane going to the line here. Mike with the first shot. And it's good. It ties it up 48-48 here with 1:21 left in the third quarter. Severson here now with the second shot. And the basket's good. The Raiders will also get the ball out, an intentional foul, so the Raiders will have it out underneath their own basket. 49-48, the Raiders lead, 1:21 left, third quarter. Severson going to inbound it now to, throws it out to Barron. Barron, jump shot, and no good off the rim. Rebound to Nagnus, tipped away. Severson retrieves it. And it's stepped on the line, and that'll be an Essex ball. 49-48, the Raiders by 1. This is McWilliam, brings the ball up over the half court. Top of the key. Zaneker outside with it now for Essex, trying to lean in. McWilliam. Pretty play there, number 33, Stratford with the bucket for the Hornets, and it's 50-49. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Sin throws it ahead to Nagnus. So Nagnus lays it up, no good. Rebound put in by Berquist. Berquist with the layup, with the putback. It's 51-50, and the Raiders lead with 24 seconds left in the quarter. It's McWilliam out front to Stratford. Stratford down inside to Brousseau. Brousseau back out. McWilliam, little jump shot, and off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Severson. Ahead to Sin, 5 seconds left. Jeff over to Luke Barron with the jumper. Good! Luke Barron with the jumper at the buzzer. 54-50, and the Raiders go out in front by 4. That's it for the end of the third quarter. We'll be back. Okay, we're back here at Essex for the start of the fourth quarter. The Raiders with a 54-50 lead. Luke Barron hitting a three-pointer there just at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter, and the Raiders are up. Essex will inbounds it. This is McAuliffe into Courtrayer. Courtrayer outside. Gets it inside to Matt Brousseau. Shot's no good. Rebound is put up there by McAuliffe. McAuliffe with the bucket underneath, and it's 54-52. Severson trying to inbounds it. Finally gets it to Barron. Barron brings it up over the timeline. Dribbles it ahead into Jeff Sin. Jeff Sin over to St. Peter. St. Peter underneath to Nagnus. And it's tied up, and it'll be a Raider ball. 54-52, 7:24 left in the fourth quarter. Severson inbounds to Nagnus, over to Sin. Sin drives the lane, dishes it back out to Barron. Barron outside top of the key. Drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound Courtrayer, and it's going to be a foul against Severson underneath. Hornets will inbound it. Goes to McWilliam now, brings it up over the timeline. Into Courtrayer. Courtrayer drives a lane, up and in, one-hander. 54-54 now, 6:57 left in the fourth quarter. This is Brian Penny over to Nagnus, across to Barron. Barron gets it into St. Peter. St. Peter over to Sin. Sin with the shots, good. 56-54. Raiders by 2. Courtrear for the Hornets. And he loses control. The ball, gets it back, takes a shot. No good. And almost tipped in there by the Hornets, taken away by St. Peter. He gets it to Penny. Penny to Jeff Sin, and he's fouled on the play. Sin going to the bucket. Fouls against Stratford for Essex. 56-54. The Raiders with a 2-point lead. 6:20 left, fourth quarter. Jeff Sin on the line for the Raiders. First one is good. Jeff will get another one. 57-54. Raiders. Second one up, and it's off the rim. Rebound taken down there by McAuliffe for the Hornets. Over to McWilliam. McWilliam up over the half court. Stratford with the shot, no good. McAuliffe with the putback. 57-56. Some subs coming in here for the Hornets. It's Wartleman and Markle for the Hornets now into the game. Raiders inbound. Courtrear with the steal. And it's put back in by Matt Brousseau for the Hornets, and it's 58-57. Raiders having trouble getting it in. Stolen away again there by Wartleman for the Hornets. This is Markle. Markle, top of the key, into Wartleman. Wartleman trying to go inside of McAuliffe. And we got a foul outside there. Foul is going against McAuliffe for the Hornets. The Raiders lead 58-57, 5:41 left in the fourth quarter. Coming into the game here is number 50, that's McClellan for the Essex Hornets. Stuart St. Peter going to the line for Rutland. Shot is no good, but he's going to get another crack at it here. I think Markle crossed over the line before the shot went up. So Stuart St. Peter getting another shot here. And this one's off the rim. Rebound by Brousseau. Brousseau gets it ahead to Markle. Markle in the Courtrear. Courtrear. Into Wartleman. Wartleman. Back out to Markle, top of the key. This is Courtrear. And it's Wartleman with the shot off the backboards, up and in, 60-57, and now the Hornets go out in front by 3. Raiders inbound. This is Severson, and he's fouled by Courtrear on the play. (60-57), 4:58 left. That'll send Mike Severson to the line for the Raiders. Shots up and good by Severson. He'll have another. 60-58. Mike sinks them both, and it's 60-59. 4:56 left. Fourth quarter, the Raiders and the Hornets. This is McWilliam, the top of the key, over to Markle. Markle going down the side now. Wardleman with the ball. Dribbles it outside. Looks underneath. Gives it to Brousseau. Almost stolen away by Barron. Markle takes the jump shot. It's short, and the rebound is by Severson over to Sin. Sin up over the timeline into St. Peter. St. Peter down low to Anagnos. Shot is up, no good. Rebound taken down by McWilliam. For the Hornets, looks ahead to McClellan. And the ball is saved by Anagnos. Gets the ball back to Barron. Into Severson in the lane. That basket's good. 61-60. Raiders on top. Hornets with the ball. McClellan now. Looks around. Gives it back to Wardleman. Wardleman. Top of the key over to Markle. Markle. Back to McWilliam. McWilliam at the top of the key now. Guarded there by Severson. Back to Matt Brousseau over to Markle across the court. In the lane. And we've got a kick. (61-60), 3:35 left in the fourth quarter. The Raiders with a 1-point lead. Hornets inbound it. This is McAuliffe drives the lane, no good. Rebound, Severson. Ahead to Sin. Sin up over the timeline. Into St. Peter. St. Peter to Barron. Barron drives the lane, ball is knocked away, and the Raiders will retain control here. Severson will inbounds it for the Raiders. Jeff Sin off the rim, no good, saved by Anagnos. Back to Severson. Severson back to Barron now. Barron looks under, and Stuart St. Peter drops it in off the rim. A little 8-foot jump shot puts the Raiders up 63-60 now. 2:57 left at fourth quarter. All tipped away there by Severson. Okay, Severson now. Guarding Courtrayer gets it in. McAuliffe over to Wardleman. Wardleman. Back to McAuliffe, drives. Looks inside to Brousseau. Brousseau puts it up. It's good. 63-62. The Raiders by 1. Severson now brings it up for the Raiders, up over the timeline. Looks into St. Peter. Stuart St. Peter looks, and the ball's knocked away. Picked up by Courtrayer. Drives. Shoots. Scores. 64-63. And Essex by 1. This is Barron now driving into. Severson lost the handle, and it goes out of bounds. 2:11 left. 64-63. The Hornets with a 1-point lead. This is McWilliam now for the Hornets. Top of the key, guarded by Barron. In the Courtrayer, drives the base, lays it up off the glass, and it's good. And the Hornets go up 66-63. Severson now bringing it up for the Raiders. Up over the timeline. Into St. Peter, back over to Jeff Sin. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound. Scramble for it. And it's going to be a... Essex has possession. Luke Barron coming over the sidelines there. Looks like he's bleeding from the mouth. Here the Raiders will go on defense. They've got Sin and Brian Penny in there now. Mike Severson, Stuart St. Peter, and Jimmy and Agnes. This is Wartleman with the ball. Being pressured by Sin, gets it up over the timeline. Courtrayer now with the ball. Courtrayer drives, stops, gets it back out to McAuliffe. McAuliffe now back to Courtrayer, back to Wartleman. Wartleman. Back to McWilliam. McWilliam over to Brousseau, back to Courtrayer. Essex working the clock here. This foul by Jim and Agnes. 1:05 left, 66-63. Essex by 3 here. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back here at Essex. We've got 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. The Hornets are up 66-63 over the Rutland High Red Raiders. Going to the line here for the Hornets is McAuliffe. And the first shot is up. Good. 67-63 now. The Hornets open up a 4-point lead. Second one up and rims around, goes in. 1:05 now. 68-63. The Raiders down by 5. Severson with the ball. Into Barron. Barron into an Agnes. And Agnes drives, shoots. It's good. Jim and Agnes with the short jumper, 68-65. We're less than a minute, and we got a foul by an Agnes. That's going to send McAuliffe back to the line for the Hornets. .48 seconds left, 68-65. The Hornets over the Raiders. And the first shot's good by McAuliffe, 69-65. Second shot is up and good, 70-65 now. The Hornets go out ahead by 5. This is Sin into an Agnes. An Agnes up the top of the key. Mike Severson with a shot. It's good! Severson with a three-pointer, 70-68. And there's a foul. And Jimmy and Agnes with the foul for the Raiders, 70-68, 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, back at Essex. So we've got 33 seconds left, fourth quarter. Going to the line here is Matt Brousseau for the Essex Hornets. Hornets with the lead, 70-68. He'll be at the line for a 1-on-1. The first shot's up, and it's good. 71-68. Brousseau now with the second. And the second one is up and good. 72-68, the Hornets. Sin now with the ball, drives up, loses it. Picked up by McAuliffe, and we got a foul. Barron on the foul, and McAuliffe's going to go on the line for the Hornets. Shot is up and good. McAuliffe makes it 73-68 Hornets. And the second one is good. 74-68. Essex, 26 seconds left now. The Raiders, Barron, Sin with the three-pointer. No good off the rim. Rebound taken down by the Hornets. And St. Peter's going to get the foul this one. 17 seconds left now, 74-68. The Hornets lead the Raiders. Wordleman will be going to the line for the Hornets. First one is up and no good. Rebound taken down by Severson. And the Barron with a three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Essex. McAuliffe dribbles it up. 4 seconds left, and he's fouled with 3 seconds left. And Stuart St. Peter comes out of the game. And that'll bring Ben Anderson in for the Raiders. 3 seconds left. McAuliffe for the Hornets on the line here to shoot the foul shot. 74-68. He'll get a 1-and-1. The first one is up and good. 75-68. Second one's good. That's been a key here. One of the keys in the second half is the foul shooting from the Essex Hornets. There's Barron with the last shot off the backboard. That's going to do it for this one. It's the season opener for the Raiders.